Bitcoin is in position to make this next move, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world, wherever you're watching this video, welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For newcomers, my name is Didi. In today's video, walking and talking about Bitcoin, blockchain and life on this beautiful beach here in Phuket. A lot of waves, guys. We have a lot of waves coming in. It's really early. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. So we have 2 news items. I have 4 amazing charts and an inspirational quote to end the video. But let's jump first into those news items to show you what is happening in the Bitcoin industry. Before I go and show you the charts, to show you how Bitcoin has positioned itself for the next big move. Bam! The first news item is about a new stablecoin. That new stablecoin is called EUR-C, so Euro-C. That stablecoin is the stablecoin of Circle and does comply to all the MiCA laws requested in the European Union. So in Europe, aside of USDT, you can now also use EUR-C on all Circle's platforms. Now the cool part is that during this tariffs war that we have seen, the dollar is weakening and the euro is becoming stronger. So we can see that the euro is now like 1.13 to the dollar, which is a very strong euro, and which also drives more and more users to the EUR-C stablecoin on, for example, Aave, which is a platform that also supported by Circle's EUR-C. So they see a huge inflows of EUR-C now. Now, in total, the market cap of EUR-C has grown from 84 million in December 2024 to 185 million now year to date, which means there's more than a 130% increase of usage of that euro stablecoin now on these platforms. So yes, they are also used now as a collateral loan, for example, on the Aave platform. But there is another very big news item that I need to share with you when it comes to using your crypto as a collateral, guys. Because there is another integration in a really interesting platform that you already know that you can now also start to use for staking and earning a lot of yields, guys. But before I go into that, guys, there is another news item that I need to share with you guys, and it is that Kraken, one of the oldest and best platforms out there, yeah, there's always a link down below, that one is now integrating stocks and ETFs, guys. So now on Kraken, you can not only trade just Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. Beautiful dog, look. He's going to walk here. He's playing on the beach. So it's not only cryptocurrency that you can trade now on Kraken, but now you can also trade stocks and also spot, guys. Only for US clients, but that means what we're seeing is integration of the stock market and the ETF market in these new crypto platforms now, which will probably lead to, in the future, all the stocks and all the ETFs all being tradable on blockchain-based platforms. And I think that is a very big step in this industry, because this is now mixing up the traditional finance with this completely new world of finance that we have been building on the blockchain. Do we like that? I don't know if I like the crossover, but what I do understand is that now maybe those people that are trading stocks and also trading, for example, ETFs, that they maybe start to use Kraken now, and by that have their liquidity on those platforms, and by that also can start to buy Bitcoin, because they will see the difference of the performance of Bitcoin to the stocks or the ETFs. So if you have all your capital on this platform, and then you can see that the stocks are doing like 2% or 3% a month, but then you can also see on the same platform, hey, Bitcoin is doing like 10% a month, then you will probably start to diversify your portfolio a little bit more into Bitcoin as well. So that could be a beautiful step for the stock owners to use our platform, where they can keep trading the stocks that they really love, but where they can also see the difference of performance between those stocks, traditional finance, and that new finance, that Bitcoin industry, guys. I think it's very positive, but let me know down below what you think about that big step. Is it good that these huge crypto platforms now start to integrate stocks and spots and etc, etc, etc? Let me know down below. Before I jump into those charts, I still need to give you one more thing, a news item I just talked about, and that is Bybit. Bybit has just integrated Avalon and creating a CD5 product now within the Bybit user interface, which means people can now start to use their Bitcoins to generate yield through fixed rate institutional lending and DeFi strategy. That is what Bybit now has integrated into their earning platform, guys. This is a very big step, because that means that now if you have a Bybit account, you don't need to use other platforms anymore, like Aave, like Evernote, outside of the Bybit platform. You can keep your funds in the platform that you really trust and still start to generate yield. And I think that's a very big step in this industry as well, because Bybit is still my favorite exchange, guys. It's a #1 where you have a huge, massive bonus. If you use my link, you get an extra bonus. So please, if you want to sign up to Bybit, then use the link. But now be aware that Avalon is being integrated in the earning platform for Bybit, which means you can start to generate yield with your Bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies. Very interesting. Fixed rates, guys. That is really good to protect your capital against inflation. So let's see who of you is going to join a beautiful possibility in Bybit, guys. Now let's jump into the charts now to show you indeed where Bitcoin is and what I think that's going to happen next. Bam. So let's jump into the first chart, guys. First, a cup of coffee, of course, always coffee. I love these mugs. I love the spoon, I love the mugs, it's beautiful, guys. In the morning, you need to drink Bitcoin coffee like this. 4-hour chart, looking pretty clear. Green lines that I drew weeks, months ago. Support, resistance, resistance. This one over there now is resistance. It's 86,400. We need to break that before we can take it all the way to 90K again. You can see that was a beautiful W pattern that played out over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we break out mostly the length of this, which we exactly did. So that's a beautiful pattern that we can recognize. That's called a W pattern for the ones that want to research that. We need to break 86,000 in the short term to become more bullish. This is a huge area of resistance. It has been resistance over there, it was resistance over there, over there. It's a lot of resistance every time. It also was support almost there, but became resistance, resistance. This line, very important. We need to break that one ASAP. If we look at the daily channel, we can see a couple of things, guys. Let me first remove and clean some stuff over here. This is gone now. This dotted line on the daily chart, we broke that downward trend line. Like, look, it comes all the way from here where we had this level, and then we created lower tops all the time, and maybe a little bit like this there. You can see like everywhere in this line there was resistance here. There was resistance met over there, resistance met over there, resistance met over there, a lot of resistance over there, resistance over there, resistance over there, and then we bam, break it, retest it, and we are taking off. We are above that green line now, which is very positive. We need to get above the red line, 87,000, then we can take it again to that 90K level over there. The huge resistance is at 94,000, but let's first try to break 91K, guys. If we look here on the bottom, we can also see the RSI. That's very positive. We are breaking out of that RSI downward trend as well. Look, everywhere here there was resistance, resistance, this is resistance, and then here we break, retest, and we are up again. Beautiful patterns on the charts, guys. I love these patterns. Now we go into the Gaussian channel. I told you the Gaussian channel is very important. We need to get out of this channel as soon as possible. We bounce from the midline. Exactly. I hope you all remember the videos I make about that. We are now having resistance at that top line. And that top line, it is 87,000. Everything is about 87,000. This is the level we need to break as soon as possible, guys. Let's show on the weekly as well. Here on the weekly, we can see that blue line, like I told you, would be support. It was support. We are above that top blue line now, exactly doing what I thought you guys did, following this green line, maybe another dip after, and then going up to that new all-time high somewhere in September, October of 160,000. Also here, look how amazing you can see the RSI. Every time when that RSI breaks out, let me show. There is when the RSI broke out. What happened with the price from that moment, guys? Massive run. Massive run. Over here, we broke out of the RSI. From that moment, what happened with Bitcoin? Massive run, 200%. Over here, we broke out of the RSI. What happened with Bitcoin? Massive run, 100%. Now again, zoom in closely. We are breaking out of that downward RSI trend line. What will happen again? 100% run, that's 160K. Are we going to have a 50% run? That would be a little bit less, because if you do a 50% run, which of course is also possible, then we would end up over there, 120K-ish. But this breakout on the RSI in combination with, on the bottom over here guys, that hash ribbon buy signal in combination with the MACD decreasing from dark red to light red, this is all a beautiful setup in a zoomed out chart for Bitcoin to go to 160K towards the end of this year, guys. I really love these charts. This is TA. TA is showing us the way. Always look to the left, look to the history, what happened, and are we going to repeat that? Often we do repeat history, guys. And then people call it rhyming instead of like repeating. Now, do I have any more charts? Yes, I have a couple of more charts, guys, that I want to share with you. Maybe now my face was in the way, but now you can see even clearly that all these breakouts of the RSI, MACD, hash ribbons, they were all in line. And every time a huge, huge, huge breakout. Now let's see if we have some else stuff to show. Yeah, here. This one found on Titan of Crypto. This one is a bull pennant. This pattern is always a continuation pattern, which means from this flagpole we go into this bull pennant, and then if we like explode out of these patterns, we will explode with the length of the pole. And that would be a target for 137,000 US dollar at the moment. Also in line with my 120K target over there, and between 120 and 160 should be the top. But yeah, this is the first target of this massive bull pennant, guys, on the daily chart. Amazing find by Titan of Crypto, guys. One more chart. This one, as we have spoken about this one a couple of times already, this is the M2. And you all know that when the M2 increases, Bitcoin always follows up. What is expected at the moment, that we will see a blast off in Bitcoin from the 1st of May. Look, we have been able to correlate the chart very closely with each other. So these pumps are now close to each other. This pump could be this pump. And maybe we got a small dump again a little bit here to that 75, 78K level. All possible. But towards we come closer towards May, the possibility and probability of a huge run to 120K and higher is massive. So if you look at a correlation for a 108-day offset, 30 days is 60%, 60 days is 75%, 90 days is 88%, 180 days is 82%. So yeah, 108 days is an amazing amount of days to be copying the M2. And the M2, if we copy it, we will bring it to 136 to 144K. Again, same pattern as a bull pennant, 137K. Everything is pointing towards Bitcoin being in position. That's why I opened the video with that, for this massive move. And that massive move is gonna happen, and we are gonna see 120K, and you will all be able to take your profits when you need to take your profits. And I will be here to share when you need to take those profits, but you need to subscribe to the channel. You need to give this video a thumbs up. You need to hit the notification bell so you will be notified when I will notify you that I am gonna sell my Bitcoins and raise my trading portfolio. Now, let's jump into the next part. I hope you really enjoyed those charts, guys. Yes, short-term, amazing volatility, which of course is epic for all our trading algorithms. The inverse perpetual algorithm has made more than 46% in the last 13 months, which is massive. The USDT algorithm, the spot algorithm that we started to use a couple of days ago, you saw the result as well, really performing well. So yes, both of those AI bot algorithm trading strategies that we offer as the Bitcoin family through Trade with Sequence are outperforming hodling. That's how you need to see it. If you hodl one Bitcoin, yes, that stays one Bitcoin. But if you hodl one Bitcoin and use that algorithmic trading, then that one Bitcoin turned into 1.47 Bitcoin in 13 months. Or that 100,000 US dollar trader can turn into 170,000 US dollar within 12 months. That is the performance that we made in the last 12 months for both of these strategies. So if you want to use them, go down below, check that link. That is the link, tradewithsequence/TBF. That is the only way to get an extra special discount by using our links, guys. Now, that were the charts. Long term, we just zoom out. Long term, we are exactly where we need to be in this bull market. Yes, I still believe 120 kma, and I still believe a correction July, August, and then from September, October, again a new thrive into that bull market up around 160,000 US dollar. Let's see in a couple of months if I have been right from the end of the previous bull market all the way till the top. Let's see if I have been right again. And if I will be right, I will also be right in the next bear market prediction, but I will give you that one in the next video. That will be the bottom for you to buy again in the end of 2026, beginning of 2027, guys. And before I jump into the inspirational quote, a short update about the family. Yesterday, the day before, and the day before, we celebrated Songkran. Songkran is the water festival in Thailand. It's Thai New Year. That is when the hottest day, the warmest day of the year has happened. And then we are allowed to shoot everyone that moves, whatever that moves, with water. It was a shitload of fun. We had a beautiful family day. We ended up in Boat Avenue and then at Soul Shack. You know, that is exactly where the traffic lights are. So where all the cars, all the bikes need to stop. So that's a beautiful opportunity to really get people soaking wet. It was a lot of fun. It was like a dancing in the evening. We went even to a party at Café de Mar. If there is one thing that you need to add to your bucket list item, is to celebrate Songkran in Thailand. If you want to celebrate it like full power, you go of course to Bangkok. But if you want to have like an island Songkran experience, I think Phuket is a very beautiful island to celebrate as well. Patong of course was hectic, busy, a shitload of people. Central Phuket, that's where my youngest daughter went, Jessa, a huge festival with a lot of water, and we did a little bit more local. So yeah, it was all kinds of possibilities in Phuket, but if you want to add one of those bucket list items, it should be celebrating Songkran in Thailand. Let's jump now into the inspirational quote. The inspirational quote for today has to do with someone that I met this last couple of days during Songkran. And he was right, and I never saw it like that. But he was right. He was thanking me for something. He said, "Thank you, Didi, for always putting the love out there." I found a quote that really belongs to that what he said to me this weekend. And it is when you put love out there, love starts to travel. And it may reach people and change people in a way that we never expected. And that's, I think, what that guy tried to tell me. He's like, "Didi, I've been watching your videos since years. And the way you think about life and the way you think about investing will completely change my full perspective. I went from a normal job, a normal life, into traveling, into trading, into exploring the Bitcoin industry, and he became financial independent because of that." He never expected to do that, and I never expected that those videos that I make daily are influencing people to take that last leap, to take that big step. But a shitload of people are commenting, "Didi, thank you, thank you. We are doing the same. We started to travel. We went all in." Even families doing the same. Oh shit, that was a big chunk of wood against my ankle here in the water. Shipwreck, shipwreck. So that is also one of the motivations for me to continue doing this. To share this passion for Bitcoin, for this industry, for finance, for traveling, for health. That is my passion, to share this message so that people are being educated in a way that is different than the schooling system educates our children. And then maybe that's also why I keep doing it as well, because I saw how the schools were destroying my kids. And I want those new generations to understand that there is a different life. And I should focus on the parents because they need to lead by example. That's why I'm making these videos. But that quote is a very beautiful quote. If you put love out there in the world, love starts to travel. And it might reach people you don't know, but it could change those people forever. And they will be forever grateful for you having shared that love. So the thing that we need to do is keep sharing that love. Keep putting love to the world out there. Stop envy. Stop all the greed, stop all the hate, stop all the negativity that you're putting out there and change that for love. You might change people that then again come back and change you. I think that's a very important cycle that we all need to fulfill. Because if we keep running that hamster wheel, if we keep putting out the negative message, if we keep putting out hate, if we keep putting out all that envy, you are not changing the world and you are not changing yourself. We all need to start collectively to put out more love, and it will come back in some kind of way. And yes, it came back to me in this weekend as well. Sometimes I also am like, wow, should I still make this video? I can't convince the people anymore. People just don't believe what I'm saying. And then those people that I meet in the daily life come to me and say, hey, do you know that you really changed my life? Do you really understand how big my change was now because of your videos? I guess I really don't. Or not don't. Of course I know I do this with a message, but you only realize how big that message is when you get the feedback of those people in real life. That is when I realize, shit, wow, I am helping people. It gives me again a lot of energy, positiveness to keep creating that content. And that is what I really love about life and traveling and meeting all kinds of people all over the world. Because you will be able to grow because of other people as well. You can see other people, how they live a healthy life, how they are doing sports, training, whatever it is. And you can copy that behavior. If you keep running that hamster wheel at home, you're not able to copy any behavior but the hamster wheel behavior, because everyone around you is doing exactly the same, running the hamster wheel. When you start to travel, you might meet people with completely different mindsets, different visions of life, different visions of health. And that is what I really love about traveling. So that was the quote for today, guys. You need to keep putting love out there, because love will travel and it might reach people you would have never expected. And it could change their life forever, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, give the video a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. What do you think about the news items, Euro, C, and what do you think now about Kraken, a crypto exchange now adding stocks and ETFs? What do you think of the news of Bybit now integrating Avalon's yield generator? What do you think about the amazing charts? What do you think about the inspiration quote? Let me know down below. I wish you an amazing Tuesday, and hopefully see you tomorrow on Wednesday again. Bam.